Today on Hook the Future, we're back in my hometown, busting the bull reds on the St. Johns River. Don't go anywhere, guys. We've got a great show in store for you today. We are so blessed to do what we do, chasing hot bites, traveling all around the world fishing with kids, but there's just something special about coming home. And my home is a very special place. The waters of the St. Johns are truly a unique world-class fishery. From giant black drum and sheephead early in the year to the fall run of flounder and bull redfish, you can always bend a rod in the St. Johns. Another great thing about coming home, the guys at Morningstar Marina at Mayport. These guys truly take the worries out of boating. They always get us out on the water quickly with friendly smiles. Today we're after monster bull redfish, maybe a few black drum too. Both species have broad shoulders and use their brute strength to make for long battles, so I need two hardcore experienced river anglers for this shoot, and I know just who to call. My buddy Kent, he's fished with me for bull redfish with his dad since he could walk, boating countless monster reds over the years. Kent also has a special knack for sensing when that bite is about to happen. And Brendan, who is a proven tournament winner, capturing the Junior Angler Champion title in the Full of Bull Redfish tournament. Both of these young anglers have reeled in more pounds of redfish than most men do in a lifetime. All right, enough talk. Let's catch some fish. All right. What you got, Kent? Let's get these out of the way. It's a teamwork effort here. Get these lines up. He's fixing to cross that other one. Don't reel anymore. Let me get this one up and get that one out.
He's definitely pulling.
Go over the top of my head, Kent.
Oh, man.
Go over my head. Gosh. Oh, man. Now we're fishing. I told you those fish bites work.
Yep.
Yeah, we can leave that one out.
Oh, boy. Well, I really like fishing because I think it's sometimes a challenge and you never know what you're going to get. Could be whiting, could be red, could be anything. All sorts of fish out there.
Turn that handle. You got him?
I've caught a lot of fish. I don't think I can name them all, but some of the big ones were an amberjack off Key West. And that day I was catching some mutton snapper too.
There you go. Good job, Kent. Reel on it. Reel.
Well, a funny fishing story was when about a year ago, when my dad was teaching me how to cast net, we saw some redfish. He wanted to catch it, so he was behind me, helping me threw it, and he ended up throwing me too into the water with my nice new pajamas on. So I was mad at him, Mom was mad at him, but Dad explained it, and we got over it.
No. Look at that big old redfish. You're gonna back up in here as we get in closer. One more turn. All right, stop and back up. Walk backwards. Look at that beautiful St. Johns River red right there. Man, he inhaled the fish bites. Like I say, people don't believe fish bites catch big fish. There you go right there. What do you think of that, Kent? Come up here, man. Drop that rod right there on the floor. Man, what a beautiful redfish, huh?
Definitely.
What do you think about that?
Wow.
What would you say to people at home say kids can't catch big fish?
I'd say ha.
You'd say ha. That's
I'm only 10 and I caught this.
Yeah,
Most people try for this.
Yeah?
But
what?
here am I catching this giant thing.
How cool is that?
Really cool.
Want to catch another one?
Sure.
All right, let's get a healthy release on this one and catch another one. See, that hook's down deep in there. You don't want to. You can see that fish bites right there. Catch big fish. Nice big hook.
Yeah, kind of looks like a shark from here.
See you, Mr. Bull Red. Yeah, we'll be right back with more on the St. Johns River, catching big bull redfish when Hook the Future returns. Good job, Kent. Teamwork. Teamwork catches big fish. Okay, Kent, bring that one over here. Set the sinker in the bucket. Perfect. Good job, man. All right, no, easy coming up. Easy, easy, easy. There you go. Not quite so high as he gets closer to the boat.
I entered the full bull redfish tournament in Jacksonville, and I won first place in junior anglers. I do a lot of saltwater. Freshwater, I'll do in my backyard, just for fun. And there's a lot of bass back there and bowfin and all that, but I love saltwater.
All right, stop right there. Back, right. Keep them out on this side. There you go. Good job. Stay back here. When I tell you to back up, you're going to back up this way. Okay?
Yes, sir.
You got to keep them over out there and just come back here to the corner. Come back here. There you go. And when he starts it, okay. Perfect. All right, now what I want you to do is just walk backwards and I'm going to grab that leader right there. Man, another pretty fish. See if I can get him back here on the edge. Dip your pole down a little bit. Over my right shoulder. All right. Man, pretty St. Johns River red right there. Loving the fish bites. Come here now. And that's what we want right there. Not a bad fish, not a bad fish. Sure. You can tell, man, these are all healthy males coming in the river to spawn. They come through every August, September, and October in the St. Johns and come back to just about the same particular spot each year to spawn. And we're in one of their hangouts today, huh?
Yes, sir.
Let me get you right over here on the side and let's get him to shotgun him down head first. Okay, Brandon, when you're ready, I want you to just torpedo him straight down like a tuna. If you keep this fish up and get him up fast and put him back in the water fast, they'll take off. Watch, straight down, straight down. He's gone. Slimy 5, man. Good job. That's where you catch redfish. Let's do it again. Guys, I want to show you the rig we're using to catch these monster redfish in the river today. To start off, use enough tackle to respect the fish. These are big fish. We're fighting them in a heavy current. You want a rod that's got enough backbone to get them in quick. So I use these Tsunami Airwave rods, 6.5 and 7 foot. It's got plenty of power to pull them in. And believe me, this looks like a heavy setup, but when you get one of those big bull reds on, you're glad you've got this rod. Then we've got Andy Monster Yellow. I'm using the 30 Andy Monster Yellow. I like using the yellow because I put 6 lines out and it makes it easy to see the lines when the fish start running and you get multiples on. But 30-pound Monster Yellow, the toughest line out there, tied to a 3-way swivel with a drop loop. The reason I'm using a drop loop is because it allows me to change the sinker really fast depending on the current without having to retie the rig. All I have to do is just change it on the loop right there. And then on the other side of the 3-way swivel, I have a 60-pound Andy Mono leader, followed by the most important part is an Eagle Claw circle hook. Circle hooks are the most important part of this deal. If you want to catch and release fish and you know you want to release them healthy, then circle hooks is the single most thing that you can do to ensure a healthy release. This is the Eagle Claw 2004 ELF. And then Fishbites. You know, a lot of people, when you put Fishbites on the hook, they go, really? Are you going to throw that out there? And you know, after they catch 10 fish on one piece of the bait, they're like, where can you get that fish bite stuff? So we're gonna throw this out there and catch a monster red on it right now, but that's the rig we're using today. Try it, you'll catch some. Not so high as he comes up. Remember not to high stick him, especially with circle hook. Face the fish from sideways. Yep, face it, there you go. We're going to pull him back on the other side. We're going to get all the way across, Kent. Whoa. Hang on. All the way across. See his name. Back up this way. Reel one more time. All right, back up for me, Kent. Back up. Hold him right there. Man. Another big bull redfish. All right, let me get the pole here for you. Nice job, Kent. Look at that big bruiser right there, buddy. Get back here in the corner with me. What do you think about it? Huh? You're breathing kind of heavy. We'll be right back with more action on the St. Johns River when Hook the Future returns. On this week's Gotta Have It segment, you gotta have Fishbites. Fishbites makes baits for all types of fishing. If you're inshore, you can get the paddle tail for trout. You can get the jerk baits for flounder. But today we're just using the old standard, just basic Fishbites in a strip, cutting them up in a smaller strip like this, putting it on a bare hook and catching giant redfish. You know, people don't believe that this bait will catch fish just because of its appearance. But I'm telling you, man, this bait, when you put it down in the water, it starts to dissipate slowly and attracts the fish to it. It's attracted to this scent. And what's great about Fishbites, which is unique to Fishbites, is it doesn't smell on the human. You know, it doesn't get all over your hands, doesn't stink, you know, all that where it smells like a dead fish with artificials. That's for humans to buy because scents travel different in the water, and Fishbites has got it down. So you got to check them out, fishbites.com. Wherever you're at, whatever kind of fish you're doing, try Fishbites. You can catch fish after fish on the same bait. You got to have them. Nice job, man. Nice job. Back up a half step, stay in the boat. Don't let the line hit the boat. Watch him, if he gets up, he's gonna dart back towards the engine. Give him a little space, okay? Good job, man. Good job. Another awesome redfish. Beautiful fall day. Back up just a little bit. Oh, what you got? Nice. Look at that, man. Another nice bull redfish, that eagle claw circle hook right in the corner. Got him pretty good. Don't tell me you can't catch big fish on Fishbites. Look at that. Nice big bull redfish on nothing but a Fishbites and a bare hook. You know, a lot of people just don't have the faith in it, but I gotta tell you, man, that's a nice fish right there. Come up here and check out this fish we just caught.
Yes, sir.
What do you think about that, man?
It's a beautiful fish.
How big was the one you caught in the tournament?
He was a 39.
39 to the fork. This one's a little shorter than that, but it's still a nice fish right there.
Oh, yeah.
Healthy St. John's bull redfish. This is how we release them. When you get them up fast and you respect the fish and you get them up fast and use the proper tackle and don't hang them this way vertically when they're spawned, take care of the fish. This is how you can release them and they'll take off and swim off another day. Nice job, man. Slimy fives. Way to go, man. We'll catch another one. It's time to learn how to catch more fish with Eagle Claw's Tip of the Week. One of the most positive changes that I've witnessed in fishing is using a circle hook for catch and release fishing. It ensures a proper release of the fish. It doesn't gut hook these fish. 99% of the time the fish swallows the hook, spits it back out, and on the way out it catches it right in the corner. You don't have to set the hook. It does all the work for you. And you're gonna find that once you start using circle hooks, you'll catch more and more and more fish, even if it isn't catch and release fishing. So you gotta have the Eagle Claw 2004 ELF circle hook and you'll catch more fish. And that's this week's Eagle Claw Tip of the Week. What is it?
It's a redfish.
What is that little guy doing here? What are we doing catching these little guys?
What is that?
This is the smallest redfish I've caught all year.
That's slot.
Maybe. Going backwards a little more. Look at this little guy. He's going, mama, mama. Nice upper slot red. You drop the rod around there. Take a look at that fish, man. Nice upper slot red. Give him a kiss before he goes.
Sure.
You gonna give him a kiss?
He's got teeth. I'll give
Right on top of his head. Oh, he's gonna remember you. He'd be like, I'll come back and see you. Here we go. Let's let him go and catch another one. See you, baby redfish. Double headers all afternoon. We'll do it again when Hook the Future returns. You know, I'm so blessed to be able to do Hook the Future, and we travel all over the world taking kids fishing, but there's something so special about coming home and being back on the St. Johns River every fall, catching these big bull reds and black drum and sharing it with kids. That's what it's all about. You know, if you get a chance to spend some time with your family, you know, you don't have to catch a blue marlin to have fun. You can just go out in the river in the afternoon and see what happens. And remember, it's not about the fish, it's about the time you spend with your kids. quality time on the water. Get to know them, spend some time with your kids. If you can't get them out on the boat this week, give them a ride to school. Do whatever it takes, but hear what they got to say. Get to know your kids. Kids, you might get to know your parents a little better too. Good job, man. I haven't caught us sleeping then. Swam up towards us. Like a fish. I think there's a fish on that one.
Fishing, it's a fun sport. People think of it as an easy, just throwing the line in and you catch a fish. Well, I mean, people, when they go against like 6-foot tarpon and big old like 300-pound Goliath grouper, like it puts up a fight, and it's not as easy as it looks. But I mean, also it's not as easy trying to catch the fish if you want to catch it, unless it's a broom or casting mullet. It can still be a challenge, and that's the fun thing about it. I've always wanted to live in the Key West, I want to build my own house and live right on the bay, and I wanted to design boats and give a lot of that money that I make to charity and orphanages, and encourage them to fish too, like Don's encouraging me right now.
Okay, pulling back, Daddy. Slow, slow. There you go. Turn this way a little bit, man. Good job. We're gonna get him right here. Nice big bull red. Walk backwards. Eagle claw circle hook right in the corner, just like you want them. I mean, Brandon, what an awesome fish, huh? Let's let this one go and catch another one, man. Big old giant bull red fish. We'll see you, buddy. Get to the house.
I saw Ken hook up on a fish, and he was fighting him pretty good, and I was sitting out helping out, and I look up, and all of a sudden I see another rod bending. So Captain Don grabs it, and he hands me it, and I'm reeling him in. By the way he was fighting, it started to kind of feel like a stingray, because all he wanted to do was pull, 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 pull. He didn't want to shake his head or anything, so I couldn't tell. And usually when we catch stingrays like that here, it's they fight like that. And I also had a doubt that it was a redfish too. I didn't know what it was.
And that's a black drum right here. Okay, just keep his head in the water. And reel, reel, reel. Short pumps, Kent. Short pumps. Keep your feet wide. Keep his head in the water. Short pumps. Don't pull ahead. Pull up. Don't pull the pole up. Reel, reel, reel. Reel, 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 reel. Kent, pull him away from the engine. Oh man, it's gonna be tough without a net. He's barely hooked. Oh man, black drum right here. Hold what you got, Kent. A little more. Reel. Pull the pole up, up, up. All right, stop, Kent, stop. Oh, that's the way we land a black drum here on Hook Feature right there. Man, yeah, it's a nice dinner fish right here, black drum. Man, one fish down, another fish out, only one line out. Another black drum. Double header on the black drum. It's a redfish show, guys. What are you guys doing? All right, keep his head in the water. Short pump. Short pumps. Keep his head in the water. Keep his head in the water. Keep his head in the water. Black drum like the fish bites too. Look at that. Like I said, you can't make believers out of people with fish bites until you use them. And honestly, even though I know they work, I'll still throw a crab out just in the back of my head. Oh man, we better put something live. And these fish bites catch fish every time. Like I said, there's nothing on there but a fish bites and a circle hook. You can see that's a nice black drum right there. Hey, that's what it's all about right here. Fishing on the St. Johns black drum, redfish. Yep, there's just something special about coming home and getting out on the river with good company. Big slimy fives to Kent and Brendan. They were a lot more than just anglers on today's episode. They both did double duty as first mates behind the scenes all afternoon. These guys not only caught a lot of fish, but worked hard as part of the team to make it happen. Whatever it took, placing baits, clearing lines, they did it all. These guys can fish my boat anytime. Big slimy fives to the guys at Morningstar Marinas at Mayport for making this old captain's life so much easier on a daily basis. They saved me countless steps at the beginning and end of every trip. If you're looking for a place to store your boat, I can't recommend Morningstar Marinas enough. Their service is a cut above with expert staff to guide you. It's more than a marina, it's a place to relax. It's time to chart a new course and take the worries out of boating. So log on to MorningstarMarinas.com to find a Morningstar Marina near you. If you want to book a fall charter for big bull reds, we can put you on them. Shoot me an email at captaindon@hookthefuture.com and reserve your trip today. Did you guys have fun today?
Yeah!
Take a kid fishing and do your part to hook the future. You'll be glad you did. Let's let this one go, man, and head to the house. What a nice fish this is. To find out how you and your family can take the same trip as you've seen on today's show and what's going on behind the scenes, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter or Instagram. If you want us to share your fishing photos, use the hashtag Slimy5 when posting your pictures.